know exactly who these people are. We know what networks they work with, what foreign terrorist organizations they're a part of. We know where they're going, where they originated from, what they're carrying. And they know we know.
If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance.
My people, on today's class, we're going to be looking at what has happened after Donald Trump dropped that his message. You know, after he dropped that his message to Nigeria, you will not believe China has reacted, EU has reacted. Even US Secretary of War don't drop a message saying that they are ready. My people, you are welcome to today's class. And in today's class, we're going to break down what has been happening. Like, what did China say? What is China's response? What is EU's response? And finally, what the US Secretary of War is saying about this whole matter. So go nowhere, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to drop a comment and also share. Let's get into the video step by step. Before we even continue, let me give you a brief background knowledge of what is happening. As we speak now, another attack has happened in Benue State, and Christians don't die, Muslims self don't die. And the funny thing I say, both mama, papa, children self don't die put for this matter.
This attack that is currently happening at Awunle, in the local government area of Benue State. See, let me tell you guys something. I spoke about this same thing that is happening now, where they happen for this village. I spoke about it in August. That a small thing being happened, they get some kind of misunderstanding. I spoke about it and I told them that these guys will come back, and they said it, that they will come. They said it, that they will come, and I spoke about it online. I saw some comments online that time. Some persons were saying that I should not worry, that they are ready, that they are gallants, that they are ready. Now, these guys strike yesterday for the first time after that August time. When they were coming through the bush path, they saw one woman. When they saw the woman, what did they do? They said, make the woman give them water. As the woman give them water, they drink, they collect the woman cutlass. They ask the woman, say she don't marry. She say she no get husband. Then they say, okay. Say me she go tell her people, say, then they come. She go village, go tell them for Awunle there, say, she see these headsmen, oh. Say these headsmen, say, them they come. Then what happened last night? Now these people attack. Now they gunned down people. That same yesterday, a lot of persons were missing. But what if they took what the woman said seriously? The
terrorists, way they carry out this whole issue, a lot of people say it's the Fulani headsmen, it's the Boko Haram, it's whatsoever was. But the midpoint of this whole matter is that we have terrorist situation in Nigeria, and the government has not been able to do anything about it. And this is the main reason why Donald Trump is coming into the matter. So now let's look at the statement dropped by the US Department of State concerning this matter. Now, the summary of everything that they said is that if Nigerian government refuses to take action on the genocide that is happening, or better still, this terrorist attack, they will step in, and they stepping in, they are not going to leave any stone unturned. That is the summary of the message. Now, my own question to them is that why now? What has been happening since? Like, if you've been in Nigeria, you will know that this is not just a new thing. It has been happening for decades. Now, my message to Donald Trump: why have you decided to get involved in this matter now? In fact, the answer is simple. The truth is that the US government has heard the cry of the innocent people in Nigeria. You can see a lot of them tag the US and also tag Donald Trump when making their videos. And that is why Trump has said, if you cannot protect your people, I will come and protect them for you. That is why Trump is getting involved in this matter. Now, before we go further, now let's take a look at the response our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu gave to Donald Trump.
We have no fear of whatever Trump is doing on the other side. And I've just signed off on a huge mechanization, program that every region we have a mechanized center for agricultural mechanization, and have trainees and all of that. That is our path to food sovereignty, food security. You remove hunger from poverty, you have defeated poverty. All I can promise you is where we started and where we're going. And your children's education, the path to Nigerian recovery, we are on it. Go home, be assured. Don't let anybody threaten you or for any uncertainty. We are certain we are going to succeed. That's what we believe in. The honesty in Buhari, what we inherited from him, is total commitment to justice, transparency, and success. That's all. And you have anything less than that, you will have joy at the end of this journey. And we will jointly put dime, nickel, kobo, toro together. We will build a Buhari house. That house will be a house of joy and prosperity. I thank you very, very much. Thank you. God bless you.
My people, if you notice something, our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not focus on the major point. Rather, he talked about food security, education, and how Nigeria can recover. I am not saying that these are not good, but that is not what we are facing at the moment. So he did not particularly address the issue Nigeria is facing. Him waving away from the focus of what is happening, is he trying to let us know that he does not understand what is happening? Or is it that the debt is not getting to him? Or does he feel it's not as much of an issue? Just as he said, when you cure hunger, you've cured poverty. I am still not getting this whole point. Now, let me get this clear now. The way Donald Trump might have said it might not go well with him, but that does not change the fact that people are dying every day. And that is the real thing we need to address. This video is from the man that is in charge of the Department of War, Mr. Pete. Now let's look at it together.
Our message to these foreign terrorist organizations is we will treat you like we have treated Al-Qaeda. We will find you, we will map your networks, we will hunt you down, and we will kill you. And you've seen that evidence in the maritime domain, whether it's in the Caribbean or in the Pacific with the last two strikes. We know exactly who these people are. We know what networks they work with, what foreign terrorist organizations they're a part of. We know where they're going, where they originated from, what they're carrying. And they know we know. And that will soon start to change the calculus of these boats. So the critique of this is, of course, as often is the case, wrong. We know our authorities. It's locked tight. And we're going to treat them like foreign terrorist organizations on the offense. So the Department of War is not going to degrade or just simply arrest. We're going to defeat and destroy these terrorist organizations to defend the homeland on behalf of the American people, making the jobs of law enforcement safer in the process, making the communities of Americans safer in the process. We think it's a very core mission of the Department of War, and we're proud to be here, Mr. President.
Now, the part that really interests me the more was when he mentioned it, that they know their network, they know who sponsors them, they even know where they sleep, and they know everything. So now, if US is coming into Nigeria now, it's going to be a swift battle. But they already know who and who is behind it, and they are going to sort it out. Now, that brings me now to the question most Nigerians are also asking, and that is trending online, is that is it only Christians that are being killed? The answer is no. From research we've done, we've also come to understand that, okay, the Muslims are being killed and the Christians are being killed. Now, let's look at it now from a general point of view. We have the Christians on the left, we have the Muslims on the right. And what is the common? There is a common enemy to both parties, and that is the terrorists. Abi, now the same Christians, they complain, say the terrorists, they kill them. And now Muslim, they complain, say na terrorists, they kill them. So where is the problem? This thing is very easy. Eliminate the terrorists and peace and unity will be restored. So why is this thing looking like a complicated issue? We already understand the fact that, okay, is it that the Muslims are not complaining? Yes, this US army that are coming in, my brother, I'm just explaining, that are coming in, they are not coming to fight the US. I mean, they are not coming to fight the Christians or they are coming to fight the Muslims. No, their target is these particular terrorists, and they've made it clear they know them, they know who is sponsoring them, they know where they sleep. So if they come, according to Trump, it is going to be fast, vicious, and sweet. So why don't we want them to come in and help? I don't know, but if you've followed me up to now, I want you to drop a comment in the comment section and let us see let us get to understand, is my narrative wrong? Is it that coming in will cause more harm than good? You can also drop it in the comment section. Now, whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim, the truth of the matter is that these people coming in are coming to fight terrorists. So what is your problem about that? Why do you have an issue with them coming in to fight for us? Now let's look at this. From the former House member of Borno State, he said that he saw everything when it started before his eyes. So now let's listen to him.
You cannot just sit down watching them to do whatever they feel like doing simply because they are professionals. You cannot talk to them. Give them target. During Jonathan, we brought mercenaries. They were about to finish Boko Haram. But because of our complacency and personal aggrandizement and personal interest, we asked them to go back. And we are still battling with the issue. I was in Borno State as a member of a state House of Assembly when the mercenaries were in Borno. There were less than 30. They operate in a place like this. Everybody with a laptop before him, observing what is happening in the bush. The moment they discover an enclave, they will be able to identify how many weapons do they have, what kind of weapons are they using, how many AK-47 do they have, how many explosives do they have. They will take only 3 or 4 people in a chopper, go and clear everything. They will snap pictures before clearing them and bring back exhibit. We are about to finish it. And because of interest, personal interest, that if we allow mercenaries to finish this thing, we are not going to get anything. How much was the bill given by the mercenaries?
He said during Jonathan's time, they were able to come up with a mechanism, like they were able to end these people's life once and for all, and Nigeria will have been a peaceful place. The government had everything it took to deal and end with Boko Haram that time, but because of personal interest, that is the problem with Nigeria. Personal interest. Everybody backed out on the matter. Now let's see what China is saying about this matter. As we all know, China and Nigeria is like brother and sister because China is benefiting largely from Nigeria.
As Nigeria's comprehensive strategic partner, China firmly supports the Nigerian government in leading its people on the development path suited to its national conditions. China firmly opposes any country using religion and human rights as an excuse to interfere in other countries' internal affairs and threatening other countries with sanctions and force.
Now you can see China is supporting Nigeria to handle the matter the way they want. And they are also against any external interference. Why? And they are also against any interference from any other country. Like, why are you behaving like that? Why? They are against the use of religion and human rights, that another country should not use under the covers of human rights and also religion, that you people's human rights are being trampled upon, and religion to enter inside Nigeria or any country, that they will stand with Nigeria and fight against that country that does not want Nigeria to solve their problem by themselves. The truth of the matter is Nigeria solving their problem by themselves. You can see it now. This is not all about supporting Nigerian sovereignty. If you listen to her carefully, you will see that China has interest in Nigeria, and what they are just doing, they are just protecting their interests. Waiting go reach their mouth, waiting go reach their Now let me break it down for you now. Nigeria is a key partner to China through which they connect Asia, Europe, and Africa. Now you can look at it and see that heavy investment already there on ground, and they don't want to lose it for any reason. Now, mining investment. There are lots of resources, 24th century resources that has been discovered in Nigeria. We have that of gold, we have lithium on the Nigerian soil. And what is happening is that now China is backing up Nigeria because they don't want to lose what they are benefiting from Nigeria. And finally, China also benefits from the oil and gas in Nigeria.
Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage, it's not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do with the sale of drugs. It has a lot to do with mining and illegal bunkering and illegal and illicit mining. And look at the areas that are generally affected by this. Take the Northeast, for instance. In the Northeast, you have the blue diamond. That is a strategic mineral. You have oil at the Chad Basin that is being explored right now, but illegally. You have Zamfara. If you go to Zamfara, Zamfara has more gold than Ghana. Zamfara's gold is being traded in Dubai and other parts of the country. There is a market called Nigerian gold in Dubai. Go and check. So who is doing this mining? Most times they are the governors, the people in power. They are the ones doing it in connivance. In connivance with foreign mercenaries. Can you remember? Have we forgotten when they said there is a no-fly zone in Zamfara? Why should there be a no-fly zone? There isn't even an airport in Zamfara. But aircrafts land and they take off from Zamfara. And let me tell you something else. In Zamfara, every container that comes from China ends up in Zamfara. You know why? Because in Zamfara, the soil in Zamfara has all the strategic minerals that you can think of. So when the containers come in from China, they land they end in Zamfara, and a bag of Zamfara soil is today sold at 5,000. So they need to displace the people to allow them to continue with their mining. I mean, it's multifaceted.
During May 2025, the minister in charge of solid minerals in Nigeria and that of China came out and made a public publication saying that they have achieved a lot of progress in collecting from Africa and sending it and refinery. That is now, we are all benefiting from each other. Now you can see why China is backing up Nigeria, because if anything happens that US enters into this country, their yansh go open, so that if US come, they don't even want US to come into the matter as it stands, because everybody now won't cover up in yansh. Now the EU ambassador said, don't even drop it on. He said, first, Nigerian sovereignty must be respected. So they also stand in solidarity to Nigeria. And them on their own part, they are also saying that make Nigerian government be the one to handle the problem, not external people. How? Nigeria has been suffering from this issue for how long? And now we have China, we have US, and we have the EU saying what they want to say about Nigeria. This one, they back them up, go fight this one, because all of them have selfish interest for this country. The earlier our government takes action, it's better. Now, what is even happening right now is that they are even trying to put it on Trump to divide Nigeria, and let the South go, since the North does not want to bring peace and oneness in Nigeria. Like how? My own take is that let the government can handle this thing. Let them handle it. If they cannot handle it, they should call in external bodies to come and help, because the earlier we take action, the better. Now, let me also explain this before I forget, so that everybody will understand it. Is Zamfara has more gold than the whole of Ghana put together. Nigerian gold is selling in Dubai. Our governors and ministers are illegally harvesting this gold and sending it away. So that is why I am saying that we have to pressure the government so that a solution should come out, because if there is no solution, more people will die. And if another country comes to interfere in our matter, that will also bet another issue. That is also pointing to the fact that our sovereignty as a country might be at stake. So my people, I want you to use the comment section and share your thoughts about this matter. We've heard what the EU have said, we've heard what China have said, we've heard what everybody is trying to, why everybody is plugging into this Nigerian matter. So please don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe. Drop your comment in the comment section. Till we see you again in another class.